Welcome to War India News Hour. Converged and consolidated solutions will help the remote workers stay secure. With companies around the world adapting to a remote workforce in an expedited manner, there is a sense of urgency to understand how the inherent and unconsidered risks posed to those organizations due to the home environment. It is a fact that more than 25% of all devices have one or more services exposed on the internet, and almost 1 in 7 work from home ROIP addresses have exposed cable model control interfaces. At the same time, the corporate devices will be facing new risks of network compromise due to a higher population of malware that is more prevalent on residential networks. These malware families will pose a greater threat to devices whose operating environment relied on an overemphasis on physical-based network controls. The presence of compromised devices on corporate networks is strong evidence of poor security hygiene or failed controls, particularly on endpoints workstations whose risk is often concentrated in the maturity and configuration of the endpoint protection technologies federated across the operating system protecting that device, as well as the education and knowledge distilled into the individual users of those devices. With the growing security lapse, the edit economy is taking the fire again and is becoming a hot topic. The COVID-19 outbreak is driving a shift to virtual operations for many traditional enterprises and educational institutions. The mass migration to a remote workforce and distance learning exposes technology gaps. However, it also inspires some deeper thinking on ways in which organizations can apply innovation to their models. Can more work be done remotely on a longer-term basis? How can students with limited internet access be connected in a cost-effective and efficient way? What can emerging technologies drive forward that could help resolve the pandemic and address other complex problems around the world? Let's look into today's headlines in War India. Government clueless on number of jobs lost during pandemic. While replying to a question and answer session in Rajya Sabha, the Labour Minister gave FY19 SO numbers. The sector does not seem to have data on the jobs lost during the pandemic, as the answers given by the Labour Minister in the Rajya Sabha. However, the Labour Minister Santosh Gangwar did inform the upper house that over 1 crore migrant workers returned to their home states during the lockdown. Google removes Paytm from Play Store. It seems the money of 50 million monthly active users of Paytm is under the question mark. However, Paytm says users' money is completely safe after Google Play Store removed the payments app for alleged unregulated gambling. Sources said Paytm had violated Play Store's policies banning online casinos and other unregulated gambling apps that facilitates sports betting in India. Paytm first games available as a standalone app and promoted by the main app was also pulled from the Play Store. Tencent increases its stake in Flipkart with fresh infusion of $62.8 million. Chinese gaming and social media giant Tencent has pumped $62.8 million into Flipkart's $1.2 billion investment round, according to regulatory filings made by the Walmart-owned e-commerce company in Singapore. The fresh infusion is likely a part of Flipkart's $1.2 billion round that was led by Walmart in July this year. There is the possibility, though, that Tencent's investment is the first money in as part of this larger round involving Walmart and other shareholders. MPL secures $75 million round led by SIG Global. During pandemic times, the growth of online gaming companies have been very significant and witnessed the interest of venture capitalists and strategic investors to test the water. Within weeks of Winzo's Series B round, Dream 11 closed a massive funding round. Now, Mobile Premier League or MPL has raised $75 million in fresh financing led by SIG Global India Fund. Sony launches Xperia 5 II smartphone with Snapdragon 865 chip. Sony has launched Xperia 5 II smartphone with a 120Hz refresh rate, triple rear cameras and Qualcomm Snapdragon 865 chip. The smartphone will be available in an unlocked black color variant in the US with variants compatible for Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile and Cricket, reports GSMA Arena. Centre increases FDI limit in defence from 49% to 74% under automatic route. The central government has increased the foreign direct investment, that is FDI limit, in the defence sector from 49 to 74% under automatic route and beyond 74% through the government route. This will enhance ease of doing business and contribute to growth of investment, income and employment, Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal tweeted. DRDO's monopoly on defence research may not continue for a longer time. Next to oil, arms are the second biggest item in India's imports baskets. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, in a welcome move, has banned imports of several defence items in order to move decidedly in the direction of self-reliance in defence. There are major steps also in the pipeline to reorganize the Defence Research and Development Organization and make it more efficient. Apple to launch its online store on 23rd of September. Apple is going to launch its online store in India next week, offering its full range of products to customers across the country for the first time, and the new online store, which will be launched on September 23rd, will provide customers with the same premium experience found in Apple Store locations around the world, delivered by online team members who are ready to offer the expertise, Apple said in a statement. We can become telemedical hub of the world, says Love Agarwal. NASSCOM CEO for IoT and AI, under its healthcare initiative NHIF, organized a virtual conference themed The Fourth Dimension, Deciphering Telehealth, which also witnessed the launch of an exclusive research paper titled Unraveling AI for Healthcare in India by Love Agarwal, IAS Joint Secretary, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Ericsson accelerates 5G for enterprise with acquisition of Cradlepoint. Ericsson has agreed to acquire Cradlepoint, the US-based market leader in wireless edge WAN, 4G and 5G enterprise solutions. The investment is the key to Ericsson's ongoing strategy of capturing market share in the rapidly expanding 5G enterprise space. Cradlepoint complements Ericsson's existing 5G enterprise portfolio, which includes dedicated networks and a global IoT platform. COVID update. The number of positive coronavirus cases reported from India now stands at 52,13,430 and the toll from the disease stands at 84,432. To conclude, the edge is now shaping up to be the future battleground between telecom operators and the hyperscalers. Telcos believe that they own real estate at the edge, that is, central offices, C-RAN hubs, etc. That gives them an advantage, which means that the internet companies will be forced to partner with them. However, there is mounting evidence that AWS, Microsoft, etc. are moving fast in developing their own edge infrastructure. Therefore, there is a real risk that MNOs could lose edge business opportunities to the internet companies if they prevaricate. The edge internet economy is poised to be worth $4.1 trillion by 2030 globally. This next generation of ultra-low latency and ultra-high definition edge-enhanced application services will enable innovation across multiple sectors. It is an opportunity for the organizations into service and system integration support. There is a need for the industry's most trusted strategic alliance partners across networking, hybrid infrastructure, enterprise, collaboration and security applications to help implement, support and manage these technologies. Together, as an ecosystem, the next generation of the internet, where applications and networks live harmoniously, will impact sectors ranging from telecom, manufacturing to media and entertainment. Edge computing technology offers the ability to craft creative solutions for advanced applications that need low latency and remote processing. Edge computing is the answer to the growing demand for cloud computation and storage to be much closer to where it is needed and not only in central locations. That's it for the day. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to War India News Magazine. Download the War India app, which is available on Google Play Store for latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.